They came with Bibles in hand and chains in their pockets. Missionaries promised salvation. Schools, medicine, civilization. They claimed to bring light to the dark continent. But the light was a shadow. Across villages and towns, children were forced to leave their families and attend foreign schools. Speaking their native languages was punished. Singing ancestral songs was forbidden. Names given at birth were replaced with Christian ones. Girls in traditional clothing were mocked. Boys who followed rituals were threatened. Spiritual leaders were silenced or expelled. Churches and schools became instruments of control. Communities that resisted were reported to colonial authorities. Families were threatened, ostracized, or forced to comply. Religion was no longer a matter of faith, it became a tool to dominate and erase, yet, even under oppression, resistance survived. Elders whispered prayers at night. Children hid songs and dances in secret. Sacred objects were passed down quietly. Stories of the old ways were told in hushed voices. The missionaries could ban rituals and punish children, but they could not erase the soul of a people. Generations grew under this system. Children learned to navigate the rules while secretly honoring their heritage. They whispered ancestral prayers when no one was watching. They danced and sang in hidden corners. Stories passed down from one generation to the next kept the culture alive. Some communities began blending the foreign faith with their traditional beliefs. Sacred festivals survived under new names. Rituals continued in secrecy. Oral histories thrived in homes, fields, and by fires at night. Even though missionaries imposed foreign rules, punished, and shamed, the people adapted and resisted. Faith was forced outwardly, but inside, African identity remained unbroken. The children learned courage, the elders taught patience, and communities held the flame alive. Today, African communities still carry the legacy of resilience. Languages, customs, songs, and rituals endure. Churches and schools remain, but they no longer control identity. They coexist with traditions that survived centuries of oppression. The missionaries could impose rules, punish, and shame. They could try to erase culture and faith, but they could never erase the spirit of Africa. They could not destroy centuries of memory. They could not kill the resilience embedded in faith, culture, and identity. Africa endured. Africa remembered. Africa rose. The Bibles may have arrived with chains, but the people carried the fire, and the fire never went out.